Where did the idea of Catchin' On come from? To answer that, I do have to say that Catchin' On and What Do You Do are two sides of the exact same coin. Just one's before and then one's after. Catchin' On is the post relationship, whereas What Do You Do is in the middle of it. Catchin' On is somewhat just coming to terms, because a lot of times this happens in relationships is that you get the 20/20 hindsight. You look back, you're like, wow, yeah, that was what was going on. Man, how could I have been so dumb? Or like, how could I not have seen the signs or anything? But then also coming to peace with it. Hence, like, the lyrics in there are like, go take your lovin' on the run, go take your lovin' where you want. Like, I was here waiting for so long, but you were already gone. And now I'm just catching on.
The first draft that Robbie brought in, I want to say it was just the chorus. And he had some really simple guitar chords under it. Just, it was, nice little kind of singer-songwriter-y ballad.
I remember when I first heard this song, I remember coming in and Jack going, man, you gotta hear this song that we wrote yesterday. And just instantly, my brain started, going into, there's so much we can do here instrumentally. As big as the song gets with the mellotrons and strings and drop down second verse with the bass, it was really cool to have just an acoustic and Robbie in the room at the very end playing the song, so the listener actually gets to hear how I first heard the idea. The listener actually gets to see that transition.
Catchin' On is one of the coolest and I think most unexpected tracks on this album. I remember one day I was just driving downtown Nashville and Robbie sent over this audio file. I was like, oh, what is this? So I put it on and it was him playing Catchin' On. And so my reaction was like, whoa, this is awesome. That was my reaction, verbatim. From there, we just kind of sat down, me, Josh, and Robbie one day. Really, we were like, this is awesome. We don't really need to change much. That's all credit to Robbie. That's straight from Robbie's mind.
For Catchin' On, I came into the house with the first verse and the chorus almost like 88 to 90% just kind of done. The biggest adjustments were just thinking about it, how is this an Ace song? As opposed to just me on my guitar.
In the solo, there's it's like the falling down the stairs, but very gracefully. How Ringo kind of plays, almost disjointed nature of it. So trying to embody a little Ringo in that part.
Some of my favorite ballads have these crazy bridges where the chords just kind of go haywire. You don't see it coming outside of the box, trying to chord progression. It's almost a little jazzy, the whole thing. So my goal was to throw one of those in there. I love that part of the song so much. The way Jonathan's doing like the Ringo fills, and it's this really sweet chord progression that was a lot of fun to solo over.
We took it, I think, from like a small seed to like this big explosive thing. When I hear it, I am visually in a different spot. Like I'm in the mountains. My favorite part of this track is the second chorus, because I get to do this really cool harmony with Robbie. I think it's one of my favorite moments on the record.
This was one that I really went in deep on. We Paul McCartney'd this. We would record the basic tracks, and then they would cut the bass part out and record everything else, and then I would come back at the very end and record bass. This is my favorite bass part off the record.
My favorite part of Catchin' On is the second verse, when Eric's going doom, doom. That's sick. And then I get to go in a little shuffle. Eric's bass part in that song is, I think, what makes it. And I'm really happy that I got to play a little shuffle here, a little swing there, and make sure that Eric had all the room he needed to work with to make them four strings really sing, you know what I'm saying? And boy, did they sing. Woo-wee!
Hell yeah. Hell yeah.